Um, what the fuck is up, Carnival Spirits? I'm TJ, and I'm joined with Panic 17. What the fuck is up, brother?
Hanging out, playing Dying Light, the new zombie game.
Must be somewhere nearby.
That's the shit you're hearing in the background.
Nice. And we're also joined with DonChaos. How you doing, homie?
I'm doing great.
All right.
It's Daisies that we have next, right, on the Mighty Death Popcast?
No. Ghetto Rainbows, motherfucker.
Ghetto Rainbows, yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of our last hangout, it ended with me going, "Be prepared to taste the rainbow, bitches."
Today we're going to be talking about Ghetto Rainbows off the Mighty Death Pop. Because this is the Mighty Death Popcast, where we take every song from the Mighty Death Pop and break it down. And for this song, I went through and I tried to find all the songs that, like, to me, were like ICP, rapping about being the ghetto. They got a bunch of them, you know? It starts right in the beginning, Life at Risk. All I can say is that Ghetto Rainbows has two fucking elements that need to be broken down and discussed. We have the ghetto and we have rainbows. So what do you guys feel? Is this fat? Is this whack? Is it stale?
It's kind of like both for me. It's hit or miss. I do like the message of the song, though.
There's things in the song, you know, that I feel are worth talking about. Legs Diamond all up in the hook.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you have the remix version with
It's some old R&B group.
Color Me Bad. Color Me Bad.
Yeah.
They did their song Truth Dare on Psychopathics from Outer Space Part 3. That was the singer from Color Me Bad on the hook. Yeah, my ex-girlfriend wasn't really digging the whole Ghetto Rainbows thing, and she didn't like the remix. I don't know why, but I fucking love that shit.
I mean, I may not like it, but I get what the song is trying to, the message of the song is trying to, like, put out there, and I can respect the message of the song that no matter where you live or how fucked up life may be, you should always stay positive. At least that's what I get out of the song.
You know, there's other songs that have similar messages like that. You know, Your Life, the last track on Shaggy Two Dope's solo album, Fuck the Fuck Off. You know, talks about karma, talks about keeping your head up. Come around with that sad shit and I'll fucking ignore you.
Yeah, I liked both versions of the song. But yeah, I mean, if you live in a bad place and you got bad thoughts, then you can't expect a positive outcome. I mean, that's nuts.
Well, also, you could get shot. So there's that fucking PSA, like, keep your head on a swivel, because there's fucking gunshots going off all around you. And
Yep.
you could get caught staring at a rainbow, you know? And then, your brains blow. It's that soft shit that ICP has been doing, you know, that a lot of hardcore motherfuckers and old school juggalos, you know, I've noticed are kind of, you know, the cooler motherfuckers laugh it off, but a lot of motherfuckers get butthurt over it. You know, they don't like it. It's not wicked. It's too silly, too friendly. For some odd reason, it's too positive or something, where almost feels like a daydream. Doom, 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 doom. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like you're living in a fucking fairy tale, except the lyrics come in completely opposite of that. You know, you got drugs and homes abandoned, you know, and they paint this picture where it's fucking horrible, right? But if you look on the bright side, you know, you can even see a fucking rainbow when you're in the ghetto. That's not something exclusive to the fucking upper crust. You know what I'm saying? A rainbow is for everybody, even when you're stuck in the fucking ghetto. And if that's cheesy, then, you know, ICP is guilty of laying on a thick fucking layer of cheese. But I like those songs going all the way back to the beginning of their career. You know what I'm saying? They've done songs that have been a little bit not wicked, but more of a direct message to the people living in the ghetto to keep your fucking head up and don't quit on your dreams and shit. Like Joke Your Mind from Beverly Kills 50187.
Just keep doing what you're doing, and maybe eventually you'll get out of the ghetto someday.
Unless you're trying to be a YouTube star.
Oh, God. But you remember the skit when Jump Steady covered Joke Your Mind? And it was like him in jail with an old guy, and the old guy was like, I'm in here, but I can dream, and I can leave these prison walls when I dream. And
Right.
They had a Ghetto Freak Show, Carnival of Carnage. On Ringmaster, on that song, The Funhouse, you hear the cops saying, like, we found them in the ghetto.
Or even on the song Southwest Song.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that song.
What about the smog? The smog is coming. The smog is coming. I mean, this is all because they're from Detroit, you know, Zug Island, the fucking toxic waste barrels and smog.
Well, you know, I could. That's funny because I could actually agree and understand what they talk about. Because like in my town, we have a refinery here, and that shit fucking smells sometimes. So I'm like, you're telling me that I can inhale this chemical fucking waste or whatever the fuck that you're putting in our air that has completely destroyed our ozone, and some people don't even believe it. Like our ozone. Our atmosphere around my town is fucking destroyed. It's hard for us to get rain here. We do get snow, but it's just like, I'd say 30 minutes to an hour away, we got like a forest, and it rains there like a motherfucker. So I'm like, that don't tell you something that a naturally forested area gets rain, and we're not too far away, and we don't get rain. So you're saying that the refinery is not fucking with our atmosphere. It destroyed it, but it makes our town money, and it'll never go. If this goes up, just like cut all this out.
Oh, come on. This is awesome.
Fuck.
I mean, it's like telling these people, oh, global warming's real, but they don't want to believe you.
Like, that's where you want to go here. That's one of the good jobs here.
It's all over. Here we go. Here we go. No, you make me think of that song Meltdown from Fuck the Fuck Off. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. Why not do it in Del Rey? You know?
But it's fucked up because somebody pointed out, they're like, you haven't noticed the people that live closer to the refinery get cancer. Like, around here, a lot of the people that get cancer live close to this refinery.
Oh, jeez. Or they're growing eyeballs out of their palms and shit.
You know, it's some hills have eyes shit.
Right?
But,
yeah, I did that one day. I was just, like, Googling Delray, Detroit, and there was a news article talking about how the toxic waste there has affected people, and it started giving people cancer there.
fuck.
Well, to bring this back around to Mighty Death Popcast, you know, unfortunately we got acid rain here on planet Earth, but ICP's got songs like It Rains Diamonds, where, I mean, I'm just saying, Ghetto Rainbows has got that positive outlook flavor, and that's the type of music that ICP has been putting out for a long time. You don't have to like it. In fact, you can go and cherry pick all the wicked shit out of the fucking Joker's cards, but there's going to be a message like Ghetto Rainbows in a fucking ICP album. You know, It Rains Diamonds is that kind of song where obviously it's on Shangri-La, right? But it's talking about, you know, it's talking about that scrub life in the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, it talks about life on Earth, and then there's that whole positive mentality of the afterlife. And don't worry, it'll be all right, you know, leading up to the Wraith and the unveiling. But
and there's Take Me Home, the last song.
Absolutely. Violent J, I like that song "Shiny Diamonds" on the Wizard of the Hood album.
I love that song too.
You got moms and trailer parks winning Powerball lottery. That's some good shit. Oh, what about Basehead Attack off Hell's Pit? For some reason,
That's a fucking badass song.
you
I
know,
love that shit.
that kind of reminds me of like playing a video game, you know, because there's truly just fucking zombies walking around.
Well, and what do people always say, that baseheads tend to live in the ghetto, rundown parts of a city?
I don't know if this one really matters, but going back to Malenko, we've got Halls of Illusions, right? Halls of Illusions is kind of cool because the Malenko is showing you your evil ways with his illusions, you know what I'm saying? So he's casting these spells, and it's almost like the reverse of Ghetto Rainbows. Ghetto Rainbows is the positive message. Halls of Illusions is the negative one. You know, like, look around at this shithole that you're in. You're going to hell, motherfucker. Whereas Ghetto Rainbows is kind of like, hey, I know you're in a shithole, but look, you can still see a rainbow. Don't lose hope.
Yep, very true. That's crazy. I never thought about that.
Miracles off Bang Pow Boom is one of the most fucking viral ICP video slap songs, and of course that line, fucking rainbows after it rains. You know, that became a meme, that became a thing. People were drawn to that just like they were drawn to, like, the dating game. Miracles just became the fucking focal point for everybody. They all wanted to make fun of it. They all wanted a piece of it. Fucking magnets, how do they work?
Of course.
Yeah, because every time when you people would say magnets, how they work, you'd probably get a hard-on for it every time you say it.
Like, that's the sheep mentality that we live in. Somebody found that funny and put it out there like, this is really funny, you know, or this is really stupid and it's going to be funny when you see it. But ICP has so many lines that are like grosser, funnier, weirder. Violent J has put poop in a hot dog bun before. Who cares about what magnets are? Like, come on, man. You're showing your ignorance when you're focusing in on that one line too much. You fucking noob. Or you're an outsider. If you're an outsider, you're an outsider. Because that's what the herd is doing.
Some of those people haven't heard the song Fearless. Look at half the shit they're talking about on that. Shaggy says he'll drop his drawers and hump a beehive.
No fear.
I mean, come on, they've said way weirder stuff in that song, but that song's actually funny.
One of my favorite ICP songs of all time is Juggalo Paradise off of Bizarre with the 2 Z's.
Oh yeah.
Because I like that song because just it's so hype, and it kind of starts off and you feel the struggle. He almost chopping his fingers off, slicing ham.
I've noticed that they referenced that twice in Bizarre, because then at the beginning of Take Me Away, they're like, you'll never hear us rap about the typical bullshit, only we rap about fucking a beehive.
Yep. Well, and that's something I like about ICP, is that they make reference to things often. They keep things tight in their universe, you know. Ghetto Rainbows is just another addition to the universe, but the feel of the song, where it's like Legs Diamond on the hook, up in the sky, there is a rainbow over the hood. I mean, look, he's singing his heart out, and I'll tell you, it gives me a vibe of. Have you guys ever seen Wonder Chosen? It's this fucked up show that's not for children, but it's like puppets and animation and shit.
You know, that name rings a bell for some reason.
It sounds like Crank Yankers almost, if you guys remember that show.
Absolutely, but it's very similar to that, because you've got like these puppets and stuff like you would have on Sesame Street, and it's this show that's set up just like Sesame Street would be, but it's it's like on an acid trip. It's
I have to watch that.
Or maybe on the Chappelle Show. You ever see that segment where he goes to Drugachusetts and he's hanging out with all the fucking drugs and stuff?
Or there's like that puppet Rottweiler. Everyone knows that.
Exactly. Fucking, what's his name? Triumph the dog?
That shit's
I
funny.
poop on you. I kid.
That shit's funny.
Look, what I'm trying to say is that Ghetto Rainbows kind of feels like an acid trip to me, okay? So people got to understand that these are the wicked clowns, and they're going to come at you from all types of angles. They're going to come at you from your nightmares. They're going to come at you from the alleyway. They're going to come at you from underneath the bed, and they're going to come at you from behind your own fucking eyeballs, and they've got fucking sharp objects. The wicked clowns, man. No. Notice how Ghetto Rainbows didn't really make as much noise as Miracles did. Miracles kind of fucking peaked out, and now ICP almost has an obligation to do something that's going to shock and awe. So maybe Ghetto Rainbows was a little bit too far for some people, because I know a lot of people that don't feel it, but I don't care what those people feel. I feel it, the song. I like the song. I like when they, like I said, the Ghetto Rainbows soft-ass R&B remix featuring Color Me Bad. Ghetto Rainbows, ooh, Ghetto Rainbows, ooh. It's a fun song. I like it.
Because I remember before Bang Pow Boom came out, some people I knew were predicting, saying, "Oh, what if Ghetto Rainbows gets the Miracle treatment?"
It didn't really happen. It didn't get a video.
Yeah, if it got a video, it would have gotten the treatment, because everyone just based shit off a video.
Look, they made a lot of videos for the Mighty Death Pop. Ghetto Rainbows was one I was rooting for. Whenever they go outside the box and try something new, they will often make a video for it. Look what they did for Another Love Song, when basically Violent J is singing for the first time on the Joker's card. You know, they put out like a big warning on the website, like, listen, there's going to be a song on the Juckle Brothers where Violent J is singing, not rapping, but singing. So get ready.
Somebody's always going to hate everything. It was a good song. The remix was cool. We'd listen to it whenever I worked at the convenience store. So customers would have to come in and fucking hear it.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He's talking about dope and hookers and condoms. Little kids getting murdered in fucking homes.
Yeah, and then he put on the Krayshawn song at work.
You know, when I was working at a CVS one time, and I was in charge, I was running the show at the time, we have the overhead speakers that I could push a button, and then everything I say would go over the loudspeakers in the store, and I had a boombox, and we were playing the radio, and so instead of using the store's generic Muzak system that was playing like bullshit, I turned that off, and I turned the intercom on, and I put it up to the fucking stereo, and I was playing Pink Floyd, you know?
Oh, shit.
But I was playing like The Wall, and then all of a sudden I realized, as I was standing up in the private room looking through the two-way glass, you know, so it's a mirror when you look up, but I can see everybody down there, and I see all the people, and there's a ton of people in line, you know, and then all of a sudden I hear Pink Floyd, that song from The Wall, where he's going, and this guy over here is a queer, and this one's a coon who this riffraff into the room. I was like, oh shit.
Shit got too real.
I thought I was playing like, PG friendly music, and like there were some black people in the store.
Oh shit. Now it's like you get people knocking on the office door. Oh, fuck.
I dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah.
It's funny that you bring up Pink Floyd, because last night, one of the podcasts that I listened to, they put on a part of the Dogs album, I guess, or the Animals album, from Pink Floyd. I think it was Dogs. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The album
Yeah.
is called Animals. These are songs called Sheep and Dogs. Yeah, I
Right.
know what you're talking about. I love that album, by the way. I love it.
Fucking really fucking good. Like, I've heard some Pink Floyd. I haven't heard all of it. Sometimes Pink Floyd gets too 70s on me, 280s, or whenever the fuck they come out. But there's a lot of what I can hear of them, but like I said, there's just, you have to be from that era, that time, probably, to really like it.
They got a lot of stuff. They got a lot of good stuff. I don't know what to
I
say.
like Learn to Fly is one of my favorite songs by them.
I grew up listening to Pink Floyd. My parents had some of their records. And when I got older, I started listening to Pulse, and it was all live. One disc was a bunch of greatest hits, and then the other disc was the entire Dark Side of the Moon album live. That was really fucking good. I actually got my parents the new Pink Floyd album for Christmas, because Pink Floyd just put out a new fucking album last year.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What is it called?
Something on a river. I forget.
There's. Have you ever saw the Wizard of Oz Pink Floyd, mix up?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
He did a video of him watching it and listening to it.
I did a fucking commentary video on that shit.
Did you?
Yes, on my BstMstR channel, right? Yeah.
I might have to go watch that.
It's pretty funny. I'm just sitting there getting drunk on wine, and I synced it up, and I start telling you like all. So you can't see the movie, but you can hear the music, and I definitely edited out all the boring parts and just kept in all the parts that's worth syncing it up.
Well, and you were basically saying what was going on in the movie and how that song goes good with what's going on in the movie.
Yeah, I do a whole commentary track for it.
One of my favorite parts is when I'm not sure if it's Time or something. The bass comes in doom 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 doom. Whenever it goes from going black and white into Wizard the Oz or whatever the fuck it goes from black and white into the fucking color.
Yeah, that's money.
Money. There you go, dude. That's awesome right there.
'Cause all the munchkins are like dancing to the beat.
Yeah. Fucking awesome, dude. I love that shit.
Mhm.
I got real high one time and I watched it and just like, god damn.
Yeah, this has been the Mighty Death Popcast, Ghetto Rainbows. Do either one of you guys have anything to add before we wrap it up?
It's they're both good songs. Sometimes you to enjoy shit, you kind of just got to stay off the internet, because everybody destroys everything. If you like something, fuck it. The fuck with what everybody else thinks. It's basically the idea you have to have whenever you listen to any ICP album.
Field report. What?
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining me. Next up on the Mighty Death Podcast is When I'm Clowning. So also stay tuned for some major announcements for CarnivalSpirits in the near future. Huge announcements coming real soon to the channel. So peace the fuck out. See ya.